Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch, authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
All right, welcome to the 140th meeting of Gilmer and Pickens. A little bit of technical difficulties there getting us started, but we are here into the game. Jeremy Green with Donna Enos and Caleb Frady, the third member of our broadcast team, will be here with us shortly. And Coach Pickens has jumped out to an early lead, 6-0, and some hot shooting to sort of start it off.
Yeah, got the threes working and just turned it over right there, but you know, offensively, they've looked pretty good. Got 3 offensive rebounds to start the game. So
yeah, so 2 quick three-pointers, and Coach Wright decides to take a timeout. And Gilmer has calmed down a little bit, just trying to get a good look at the bucket, which they did there, but big rebound from Caroline Mullins. This Pickens Dragonette team, Coach, returns a ton of talent, a ton of experience, and so you look for them to be a pretty composed team.
Exactly.
Little move to the basket there, Euro step by Mullins, can't get it to go. And it'll be Gilmer looking to get on the board here with about 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Bree Burnett goes to the basket, can't get it to go. Bradley Steinhauer with the rebound. Another 3 there from Bella Hopkins, so 9-0 now. The Dragonettes, and so familiar faces sort of leading the charge. Starting 5 for the Lady Cats out there: Burnett, Riblett, Griggs, Chastain, and Ray. Eliza Chastain gets a look, can't get it to go. Caroline Mullins with the rebound again, and going to be another 3-point opportunity. Steinhauer can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, by Bella Hopkins, and it'll be a held ball. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Cats.
So, you know, I talked with Coach Thomas this week, and he was talking about, you know, their man-to-man defense has been working so good for them, and it is really doing the job tonight. I mean, it's just like a, you know, airtight man-to-man defense they're playing right here.
Yeah, not really a lot of good looks there for the Lady Cats, but they put some subs in. It'll be Becerra, Bramlett, and Bradshaw into the game, maybe trying to get a little more height. This is a guard-heavy game as we see a foul that time. We're going to be a double foul, it looks like. So it'll be on Eliza Chastain and Briley Deering. The old patented double foul. You got to love those if you're a coach.
Well, you know, I guess maybe just both of them were having a little advantage there.
Missed bucket there for the Lady Cats, and it'll be the Nets going the other way. Fast-paced offense that we've grown accustomed to.
So
Bella Hopkins up and good. She's got 5 to lead the way for the Nets, and so see a stoppage in play here. Maybe a busted lip down there.
Yeah. So,
well, they say rub a little dirt on it there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this Net team. A lot of experience. They come in at 5-0. All of these players, as you know, have been starters or had significant playing time. They've been a part of playoff runs in the past, and so you expect them to, you know, have a game plan and stick to it and be pretty prolific in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
That time they were going to get a foul called. It's going to be on Kaylee Hofford, I believe that's her last name, one of the new players.
So, you know, you've got 2 college signees on the floor. You got Bella Hopkins going to Valdosta State. You got Caroline Mullins going to University of Virginia at Wise. And so, you know, that's that experience you're talking about.
Yeah, those players have all played significant minutes for 4 years, you know, so they definitely know what to expect. This Lady Cat team, of course, in their second year under Coach Wright, they're getting better. They've won 2 games in a row and gaining some confidence, but this is a tough one tonight.
It is. I mean, you know, when you look at the rankings, you've got, you know, this region. I mean, you know, Coach Wright came in and she came in one of the toughest regions in the state. And when you look at the rankings that came out this week, you got Pickens at 4, Dawson at 5, White at 6. So you're talking about 3 of your in the same region at 4, 5, and 6. So Wesleyan at 2. So you know you got 4 out of the region in the top 10 are really in the top 6.
Well, Hopkins left open from the top, can't get it to go, but another rebound. As we mentioned, very guard heavy is this team. Not a lot of post presence really for either team, but especially for the Nets. They're going to rely on their speed and shooting, and so far it's worked out pretty well. It's going to be a great look under the basket, can't get it to go.
There's a great pass by Allison Steinhauer.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, it has been all Dragonettes, and that's going to continue. Easy layup for Ellison Steinhauer. That gives her 5. 30-second timeout taken. While they try to sort things out, we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be right back live on ETC.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
We are back inside the cage on campus at Gilmer County High School. Loud environment here. We got a little pep band beside us, and students have showed up. How about that Pickens student section over there turning out in force? So this game means a lot all the time, and so even though it's early in the season, this one's important.
It really is. I mean, this is the first region game for both teams. And you always want to get off on a good foot when you start out on your region schedule. You know, the pep band is always behind the visitors' bench, and when I was here as a visiting coach, it was tough during those timeouts.
I sense you weren't a big fan of that.
I like the bands. I just don't like it right behind my bench.
I understand. 13-0 the score as Pickens gets another one. Gilmer has to find something on offense, just to get a little confidence.
And, they've come out and, Gilmer's playing man-to-man defense also. But Pickens has just, found some open shots. Good move there by Chastain to get that first 2 points.
So finally, Gilmer able to get on the board. As you mentioned, good ball movement, and it's Eliza Chastain. Something going on the floor.
I think Briley Deering's got a busted nose and hadn't quite got it stopped yet. Got a little blood coming out.
I mean, is it really a game if you're not bleeding? Looks like maybe that time up around the forehead. Sometimes those eyebrows will bleed easily. So obviously the game physical. We've already seen 2 timeouts for blood. Bella Hopkins up and good. She's having a great night. 7 points for the senior.
I tell you, now that Caroline and Bella both have signed early, just kind of frees them up to play relaxed.
Foul going to be called that time on Ludington.
They can just relax and play and really not worry about, anything, stats or whatever, anybody watching them.
Lucy Ray up and good. She's been around for a few years in this Lady Cat program.
One thing the Lady Cats always have been good at is making those free throws, so get them some points on the board.
Minute 20 left in this first quarter. All Dragonettes so far, 15-4. Three-pointer is up, and it is good.
I tell you, you see these Dragonettes out here, and they're making a lot of threes. They're shooting a lot of threes. The other night after we did the Fanning game, I was there for a little while after the game, after the boys' game. I had girls out there setting up the shooting gun. That's like an automatic rebounder out there shooting after the boys' game. And there was a couple of boys out there shooting. So, they're staying there on school night, getting extra shots in.
That will definitely help. Inbounds pass to Bradshaw.
Good save right there on that loose ball. Good move.
3 missed that time. Rebounded by Ludington, and it will be Pickens here with the shot clock turned off. Mullins got some trouble that time, but Hopkins able to save it. Steinhauer from outside can't get it to go. Good rebound down low, though. And Pickens will get another shot at it.
5 offensive rebounds here in this first quarter.
Nets going to hold it for a final look. Caroline Mullins, great move to the basket. No call there on the contact, and going to be held ball. It'll stay with Pickens, 1.5 seconds.
All right, so 2.5 here. It's going to be a catch and shoot.
Got an open look at it. Cannot get it to go. So at the end of the first quarter, it is 18-4 Dragonettes. And while we have just a minute between the quarters, we're going to go to the third member of our broadcast crew, the esteemed Caleb Frady. Caleb, this first quarter, all nets. A couple of baskets there for Gilmer to sort of hang around, but the Nets look really, really good here, sitting at 5-0 early in the season.
They do, and Donna and I got the opportunity to see them against Fannin last week, and really impressive showing for both Pickens girls and boys, but the girls team in particular against a really good Lady Rebel squad coming back this season. So obviously a hot start tonight. You know the emotion's going to be up in a rivalry game for both teams, but Pickens looks like a very solid talented and experienced team coming on the road and getting a good start.
Yeah, and for the Lady Cats, they come in at 2-2, but a couple of big wins over Murray County, which is a good program, and Sonoraville, which has been a good program. So you got to take that momentum and try to run with it here in year number 2 for Coach Wright.
Absolutely, and like you guys were talking about earlier, you've got 4 teams in your region in the top 6 in the state. You've already kind of got a tall mountain to climb when you're kind of rebuilding things a little bit. So the opportunity when you're at home to get the crowd on your side, you got to take advantage of that. So not the start that the Lady Cats are looking forward to, but this first quarter break comes at a really good time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Caleb. Caleb will have both head coach Danny Wright and Brandon Thomas during the half, and we'll be able to talk to them about the game. And so we're looking forward to having 3 commentators this year in basketball. We'll give everybody the full look at what's going on, and so we appreciate Caleb being with us. Lady Cats in possession here to start the second quarter, trying to get something going. Jeremy Green with Donna Enos. And Coach, what do you say to a team when they're trailing 18-4 after a quarter?
You just got to play it by the possessions and just, you want to get stops on defense and try to get scores. And right there is a good move, an aggressive take to the basket. Drawing a foul, get the basket.
Foul will be on Ludington, her second.
This is a good start to the second quarter here. And, we've been talking about, the Lady Cats already have 2 wins in the books, so that will give them some confidence. But, I mean, this is one of the best teams in the state that they're going against right now. The Pickens has won the last 6 games in a row that they've faced Gilmer.
Yeah, it's been pretty one-sided here. Coach Thomas has really had a great run with this group. Of course, Final 4 appearance, Elite 8 appearance. So they've been one of the premier programs in the state for a while.
So Lady Cats had done a good job there on defense. And they had got them down to 2 seconds on the shot clock, and then unfortunately picked up the foul.
Bella Hopkins from outside can't get it to go. Good strong rebound from Chastain. 18-7. Gilmer trying to draw within striking distance.
So they got the score, they got the stop. So see if they can build on that, and that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, bad pass that time ends up in the hands of Hopkins. Just trying to do a little too much. Caroline Mullins left open from outside. Cannot get it to go. So it's a little bit of a slow start for Mullins here in this game.
Against Fannin, she shot that outside shot so well. But, man, she is killing it on the boards. She's gotten a ton of those rebounds.
Pass outside to Steinhauer, can't get it to go. Back and forth we go, Coach. Really kind of a frenetic pace here.
It is. And, I know both teams have a little bench experience, but you'd think this pace would favor the Dragonettes.
Yeah, foul that time on Steinhauer. Riblet really got bailed out. Probably too much dribbling there.
If they keep going to the line, that's really helping them to get back in the game.
Riblet at the line. First one is up, and it's short.
I think right now their goal is, get it down to single digits, get that, deficit down to single digits and work from there. They've scored a lot of points this year. I mean, the last 2 games they put up 66 and 59, so the scoring is there. I mean, they can score.
And you have to, once you see the improvement from what we saw on the floor last year to this year, you have to tip your hat to this coaching staff. They've really put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Wright before the game and told her, how impressed I was about the improvements that they've made. And, and that's all you can ask is to get better every day.
3-pointer up and good. Second one for Ludington.
As you mentioned, the student section, Pickens is a little bit bigger, but Gilmer will have theirs here as coming in a little bit later.
Riblet up, cannot get it to go. Rebounds it though, puts it back up, and we'll head back to the line. I think they're going to get Hopkins that time. They will. Riblet, just a scrappy player down there. Sort of finds contact on every possession.
Yeah. She looks like she's grown a little bit from last year, maybe an inch or two taller. Makes that one.
Pickens, of course, in the black road jerseys with the green trim. Gilmer in the home white with the purple lettering. Riblet 2 for 2.
Nice little roll right there.
So she'll take a break. Carly Becerra back into the game.
Gilmer bringing out the press. Mullins breaks it by herself, though. Takes it all the way and scores. You got to pick your spots to press and to try to be successful. Nice little move there by Becerra, but
another held ball. This time Gilmer will hang on to it.
I think possession is going to Pickens here.
Okay, you are right. Got some wholesale substitutions. As you mentioned, Gilmer with a little bit of a press. Pickens hasn't had any trouble with it the first couple times. Steinhauer shoots quickly, though, and then Lady Cats will have an opportunity in transition if they can find somebody. Bramlett out to Burnett. They'll set the offense.
You know, the new, it's not new, but a popular offense is that little weave that a lot of people have gone to. Both teams like to run that.
Bella Hopkins from outside, bang, knocks it down. 10 points to lead all scorers.
She may have got by with a little shuffle of the feet on that one.
It's the modern game, traveling's allowed. Gilmer trying to get some offense. This Pickens defense very tough.
I mean, you really have to compliment this defense. They're playing really tight and switching off on everything, and I think maybe that's one of the things that Pickens has improved on is their defense. It's really looked good this year. You know, the Lady Cats just kind of got in a hole right to start the ball game. This second quarter they're playing, a lot more close to even.
Missed free throw that time. Good block that time. Wow, late whistle.
Very late.
They're going to get Grace Bramlett on the foul. The Gilmer fans think that one was way too late. Mullins, great free throw shooter. Two for two.
I tell you what, you love to see these teams that make a lot of their free throws. I've always harped on that's the key to the game.
Nice move that time by Burnett. Just sort of found the space and put it up. She leads all scorers for Gilmer.
And that's what they've got to do. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and try to find, just some little creases against this man-to-man that Pickens is playing. And Gilmer's kind of picked up the pressure a little bit on their end.
Shot a little wide that time.
Riley Deering with a good save, but didn't last.
So 2:59 here. Lady Cats with possession, trailing by 15. Stick with us at the beginning of the half. We will hear from Gilmer head coach Danny Wright. Still recovering from surgery over there with that neck brace. She is not trying to win a lawsuit from a car wreck. She is recovering from surgery. She's got that big comfy chair down there. I told her that would have been nice for us to sit in, but we'll let her use it, I guess. Bella Hopkins from outside can't get it to go.
And I tell you, Lady Cats are doing a much better job rebounding the ball in this quarter than they did in the first quarter. Of course, Pickens has missed a few more shots, but they're getting their hands on the rebounds, forcing a couple of turnovers here.
So inbound from the side over there for Pickens. Gilmer still with a little press going on. They'll back out of it. Shot from outside, can't get that one to go. Rebounded right into the hands of Briley Deering, but Gilmer comes away with it. Chastain from outside, air ball that time. Now Pickens with a great look in transition. It'll be up and good for Ellison Steinhauer.
She's doing what she does best, is attack the basket and kind of a little flip over her head there for a layup.
Bradshaw can't get it to go. Pickens rebounds it in transition again. That one will stay with the Nets with 1:26 left.
5 in, 5 out for the Lady Cats.
That looks like something we used to see the other team do a lot. But they've slowed down on that in the last year or so. Now.
Yeah, legal screen right there.
Going to get Briley Deering. So a couple of players with 2 fouls for Pickens, but a lot of depth over there.
So, I mean, they're just really not giving hardly any room. But right there, I still say that's their best bet, is just attack. They've got to attack the basket. But they got to get some people rebounding, too.
I think that's really the difference in these two teams so far. Every player on the floor for Pickens, you feel like they're comfortable finding their own shot, where for the Lady Cats, that first initial instinct is to pass.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you've got to feel comfortable creating and making that space. That's a great point, Coach. Final minute here. Of course, winter is upon us. Jack Frost nipping at our nose, and so scratchy throats and everything abound. But we're glad you're here with us. Glad you're part of the action. A lot of folks sick at home can't be here in person watching the game. We appreciate you being with us. Been a great first half to be a Dragonette fan.
I tell you, I liked what Gilmer did right there. They really brought some screens to try to open up, and you know, unfortunately they, turned it over. But you can see that they're really working their offense, trying to get some open looks.
Another outside shot. Can't get that one to go. Deering passes up an open look, gets it to Steinhauer. She is fouled and will head to the line. We're going to get Grace Bramlett for her second foul. Up and good. So Hopkins and Steinhauer leading the way. We would expect nothing less. Hiblet.
Oh, use that shoulder that time.
Yeah. I think was expecting contact and didn't really get it. But you don't mind that, that attacking sort of move. Coach Wright telling her a better way to do that.
Well, I like that she got her out so that she doesn't pick up a cheap foul right here in the last few seconds.
Great defense that time. Pickens still able to get a look at it. Can't quite finish it, and Lady Cats there will end the half with a heave. All nets in the first half, 32-13. We're going to wait just a second for Caleb Frady to grab Coach Wright as she comes in the locker room. Caleb, don't grab her too hard. She is recovering from spinal surgery.
A lot of traffic going in and out right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Caleb, you just let us know when you have Coach Wright. We will hear from her. All right, so we'll head down to Caleb Frady. He is with Lady Cat head coach Danny Wright.
They come out shooting white hot, kind of get behind the 8-ball early. How does that impact your game plan?
It's hurt us a lot, but more so them getting the extra rebounds to get the second and the third shot off, and we got to do a better job of boxing out and getting the ball the first time off.
What's your message to your girls here at half? Rivalry game, you're down big, can't give up. Certainly got to get out there and fight. How do you keep them going?
I'm just more concerned because they're playing scared right now, and this is not the basketball we've been practicing. So we got to get after them. We're going to bring another half. We're going to regroup, and we're going to get it together.
Coach, good luck. Thank you.
Looks like they're just about ready to get her, and so we will head on over. I think Caleb is there, so Caleb, take it away with head coach Danny Wright.
Well, we just had a chance to speak with Coach real quick as she ran into the locker room and talked about, obviously, getting behind early offensively with Pickens and the way that they shot the basketball, not ideal for her squad. So going to have to kind of overcome that here at the halftime. And the biggest frustration that she expressed is her girls are playing a little bit scared right now, and they know they're playing a really good opponent. You get behind the 8-ball quickly. So going to have to try to work on that here in the second half.
Yep, absolutely. And, we were sort of talking about some of that. And so you can't be too down on your team for trailing. You're playing one of the best teams in the state, but you really can't worry about what they're doing. You're trying to improve yourself.
Exactly, and that's the thing that I liked about last year is that they really worked on, getting better every game, and I feel like that they did. So, she's a great coach, and she's done a great job with these girls, and they'll make adjustments at halftime and come back and be better the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to step away for some commercials. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you live on ETC.
Piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skill.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Climatrol Air, heating and cooling, your trusted partner in comfort. Whether it's your home or business, we're here for you day and night. We proudly service all brands, ensuring your comfort is always a priority. Need a solution tailored to your needs? Our experts provide free estimates, guiding you every step of the way. Take advantage of our maintenance plans, keeping your system efficient and reliable year-round. At Climatrol, customer service and customer care, that's who we are.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal him from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge has over 170 new Chevrolets on their way. Silverado, Equinox, Colorado, and more. Secure your new vehicle before it's gone. Now is the time to buy. For North Georgia's best truck inventory, there's only one name you need to know. Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. That I know what you're going through. I know things aren't easy, but you still show up. I wonder if you know that we can get help. We don't have to go through this alone. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
We are back here inside the cage, Jeremy Green with Donna Enos, and we're going to send it down to the third member of our crew who is with a man who should be very happy, Dragonette head coach Brandon Thomas. Caleb, let's hear what Coach Thomas has to say about that first half.
Coach, I imagine you got to be pretty happy with the first half, the way you started shooting the ball really well.
Yeah, we're pleased with some shots we're getting done, but as a leading coach, we're always trying to
see, just can't hear.
And that's what we're focused on. We missed some assignments on defense, and we fouled shooters too much.
Obviously, second half, rivalry game, kind of got a nice lead. What's that halftime conversation like? I imagine just get you to stay locked in.
Yeah, we broke out on get better. We're here to get better. It's early in the season. It's our sixth game, and it is a rivalry game. It's a region game. We understand that. We're not really looking at the score right now. We're just trying to get better at what we do. We expect Gilmer to come out and play hard and do the best they can to claw back into it. It's not that big of a spread.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
So we heard from Coach Thomas. Caleb, did he seem as happy as he should seem?
Like a coach for sure, anxious a little bit, not necessarily looking at the scoreboard, looking at the little things that his squad could have done a little bit better there in the second half. And certainly when you got a really talented team, high expectations, you're going to look in, focus in on those little things.
Yeah, absolutely. So Caleb, we appreciate that. We're working out some bugs. That we got it going here, trying to make sure that we maximize the time that we have here, hearing from these coaches and supporting these schools that work so hard. And of course, this game tonight on Saturday, it'll be right back here, the Hall of Fame game, Gilmer and Fannin. So lots of cool stuff going on. But Coach, while we have a minute here, let's talk about the history of this. You know, tonight, as you mentioned, the 140th meeting of these two, but there's so much history between these two schools.
There really is. I mean, you know, Pickens leads a series 87 wins to 52 wins by Gilmer, but Pickens has won the last 6 in a row. But they, you know, it's been kind of streaky. You know, Gilmer won 8 of 9 from 2018 2021. last year Pickens won all 3 games, obviously. The Lady Cats, kind of didn't have the year they wanted, but neither team made the state playoffs last year. And so that's something that both teams are hoping to, change this year. So, but there's so much history here, and it's just a rivalry game every time, and you never know what's going to happen. So as a coach, you may feel like you've got the better team on either side, but you just don't ever know. So
Yep, absolutely. And so as we are about 20 seconds away here, it is worth mentioning these teams will not be in the same region next year as the regions have shifted. And so certainly these games will be important, and this is indeed a region game here tonight. 32-13 the score here as we get ready to start half number 2, and it will be the Lady Cats in possession here to start it off. Sophia Riblet will inbound it, and if you're the Lady Cats, as you mentioned, Coach, 1 possession at a time, you got to get back in the game.
Yeah, that is true, and and you're trying to get better. And there we go. Good look, open shot.
So Pickens off and running again. Lady Cats have really, hung in there defensively with this really quick, talented offensive team. But you just got so many looks like that end up being open, and not too much you can do about it. This time, though, they've got a 3-on-1 advantage, and that ball's just poked away by Briley Deering. Helps when you have a track star on your team to track people down.
That's a good job by Ribbett. They're drawing the offensive foul against Caroline Mullins. We look at all these girls on Pickens that shoot the threes, and Briley is more focused on defense. She's kind of what you'd call a defensive specialist. She's not really out there to score. So, everybody plays their role and seems to be very happy in their role.
Gilmer trying to get something going here. About 15 left on the shot clock. Of course, the shot clock, part of the high school game now. Nice little look, but Griggs not able to get it to go.
Nice move by Steinhauer there.
Steinhauer left open from 3. Emery can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Lady Cats, and they will push the other way. Griggs and Mullins one-on-one. Griggs with a great move. How about that?
That was really pretty there.
Griggs, another one of those players that's improved tremendously under Coach Wright. Well, they call that a little kiss off the glass for good touch. Caroline Mullins, really, she can do that whenever she wants. And that has to be the frustrating thing when you're playing against her defensively.
Yeah, that's, just something she works on, and it's hard to stop. Oh, man. Steinhauer went up and got that one.
Deering can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, by Ellison Steinhauer. And there's a battle for the loose ball. And finally they blow the whistle. Felt like they were having a WWE match down there on the floor. That one will stay with the Nets. So shot up and good for Steinhauer. She and Hopkins both now in double digits. Caroline Mullins with 6, Ludington with 6, Steinhauer with a bucket as well. And so 30-second timeout. While they take that timeout, we will step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
And we are back. Coach Wright wanted a quick timeout with her team, trailing 36-15. Gilmer trying to find some different ways to get some room. Spacing a little out of whack that time, and that one's taken away. It'll be Briley Deering out in front of the fast break. She's able to finish it. Travel that time on Becerra.
And, you know, we talk about, you know, the depth that Pickens has. Well, Coach Bob Martin moved, and, you know, he ended up taking over the boys program, and he has a daughter that I haven't seen her, but everybody tells me that she can just flat out shoot the ball, and that she'll be another shooter added. And she should be released from knee surgery in the next week or so.
Embarrassment of riches for this team. Steinhauer up and good again. Still 4.5 left in this third quarter. Pickens really piling it on.
Well, that's nice ball movement to get a good look at the basket. Just couldn't convert, but
Collision that time. That's going to be the third on Grace Bramlett. She'll head over to the bench. Not real happy with that call. So a little over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. 42-15, Dragonettes with the lead, excuse me. Bella Hopkins somehow comes out of that and able to get a shot. Mullins kicks it out. Open look, and it is good. Reagan Luddington from outside. That's her third triple of the game.
You know, I mean, they just have 5 players on the floor that can score.
Lucy Ray got a good look, and she's going to be fouled from behind. I believe they're going to get Steinhauer there. Nope, they're going to get Hopkins for her second.
You know, Lucy Ray, that was kind of her little spot last year, that she scored a lot of points from that little, you know, baseline shot, and she just hasn't had an opportunity to get that off tonight.
Misses the first one. Caroline Mullins going to get a break. Kaylee Hofford comes in. Over 2 that time from the line. If you look at this net team, you know, you mentioned number 4 team in the state in AAA. A lot of continuity there on the coaching staff. A lot of continuity with the players. As you mentioned, some key additions. More coming as well. And so, you know, last year, let's be frank for a minute, they were a playoff team and did not perform well in the region tournament and were left out of the playoffs after 2 really deep runs. That has to sting a little bit. And so, you hate to say this is the year if you want to make a run, but this is a tremendous opportunity for this team to make a deep run.
Well, you know, when we did those senior interviews, the theme that came through was that they're hungry, that they've been there, that it hurt last year that when they didn't make it, and they're hungry to get back.
That one will go over to Gilmer. Three minutes left here in the third quarter. Big lead for the Nets. Chastain gets the ball stuck. Everybody looks around to see who's going to get it.
I guess Caroline says she's going to go tip it out, so.
The old second ball trick. You know, one of these referees, I thought, you know.
That's supposed to be their job, you know.
Well,
jump up there.
Gotten up and had some springs in their shoes to knock that one down, but it will be Pickens basketball. Dragonettes look really good. 45-15, the big lead.
Gilmer comes back out to press and did a better job, but They left Steinhauer open.
Yep, can't do that. She is a sharp shooter. Lucy Ray with a nice little move. Mullins, though, with the block. This net team just oozing confidence out there. Mullins rises, tries to get it to go, can't. It will go to Gilmer. So we talked about all the good things with this net team. Let's talk about potentially what could be the Achilles heel. We saw them at times last year go cold, you know, and there's not a ton, well, there's no design post plays. You know, when we have this boys game here in a few minutes, we're going to see Jackson McVeigh for Gilmer. They're going to run that offense through him in the low post. The Nets don't do that. They rely on hot outside shooting. They rely on what we're going to see right here, 3-on-1 fast break opportunities, as we see Steinhauer shoot that one. So if there are moments in big games like we saw a couple times last year where they go cold, they're going to have to figure out who it is that can go down and play in the post to get some scoring that way.
Well, I think two things. I think, number one, they've really improved their defense, and that's something they're going to focus on is defense. But, you know, I think last year they did a lot of, you know, stand out there and shoot the three. But we've seen tonight that they're really trying to penetrate and get some, you know, shots inside the paint. And that's something they're going to have to do because, you know, there's going to be a team come up and take away that three-point shot. So I think we see them working on it now.
Have to score in a variety of ways. And I think you hit the nail on the head. Where they're going to be so deadly is in transition, because the team speed and the ability, you know, to finish in transition is very evident. And we see it right there, great defense and a takeaway and trying to create those opportunities. Good possession right there on defense. Shot clock went all the way down to 1.
But, you know, the Lady Cats, we've talked about, you know, their improvement, and we've talked about, you know, they put up some points. I mean, 66 and 59 the last two games. And I can see a lot of, and as we say that, got Chastain scoring, but I can see where their offense is flowing to where they're getting some shots. They just haven't really fallen for them tonight, but I like what they're doing to get those looks.
So final 10 seconds here of the third quarter, 48-17. Mullins with a beautiful finish.
I'll tell you what, you've got Mullins, you've got Hopkins, you've got Steinhauer. I mean, they're just score machines.
Caleb Frady is the third guy with us tonight. And Caleb, you've watched that third quarter unfold. How about 50 through three quarters for the Nets?
Yeah, pretty impressive shooting display tonight for the Dragonettes. And similar to what we've seen out of them all season, they shoot the ball really well, move the ball really well around the perimeter, and find those open shooters, and they don't miss a ton. They have missed some tonight, but they've gotten so many opportunities to shoot, they've kind of been able to overlook that a little bit. So when you're struggling a little bit like Gilmer is, and to Coach Wright's point at halftime, maybe playing a little timid, a really talented team that can shoot well like Pickens is going to hammer you on that, and certainly started out hot and have continued that there in the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Lady Cats here have an opportunity, Caleb, with this fourth quarter to get some experience against a really good team. And if you're Pickens, you're fine-tuning because coming up in the next few weeks, you're going to play the Dawsons and the Whites and the Wesleyans of the world, and so you got some big games on the horizon.
Yeah, this is a really good measuring stick, you know, for Gilmer. It's still early in the season. Be obviously the best team that the Lady Cats have seen here so far. So you know you're going to see teams like this all throughout region play, and you're going to turn around and see another really good team come in here on Saturday for Hall of Fame Day in the Lady Rebels. So an opportunity to learn a lot about yourself tonight and get better. And if you're Pickens, you're going to see a bunch of really good teams in region play as well. So an opportunity to really learn some things about yourself here in the fourth.
Absolutely. Thank you, Caleb. We will be talking some more in between the games. Of course, here, as soon as we're done, we'll be getting ready for the boys' game. You think there's some meaning behind that one, Coach? Pickens and Gilmer, the boys, teeing it up for the first time this year.
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
exactly.
New coach for the Dragons that we'll introduce. And we talked about how for Pickens, this is a year of high expectations on the girls' side. for the Gilmer boys, you could almost say the same thing.
Exactly. So, let's go ahead and mention that, the Pickens being up 50-17 going into the fourth quarter, that it's being cut to 6 minutes, so they took 2 minutes off the clock. So if at home, a shortened up quarter, if you're wondering where the time went. Yeah, I'm excited about the boys' game. I think it'll be a really good game. I feel like Pickens boys are much improved.
A lot of contact, no call that time. Lady Cats have some of their younger players out there, some of the reserves. Good move to the bucket that time by Jaylee McDaniel. Sophia Riblet out there, Marley Boatwright, and Bella Hopkins puts that one up and in. You would assume that here in the near future we would see Brandon Thomas put in some of his reserves as well.
Yeah, once you have it in hand, you don't want to risk anything happening to anybody.
Grace Bramlett, Carly Becerra out there as well for the Lady Cats. Caroline Mullins up and good, and they're going to call a foul. Foul called that time on Becerra, as we mentioned, her second. So now let's take off your commentator hat, put your coaching hat on for a second. You're up 54-17. Your starting five are still out there on the floor, and why?
Well, I mean, everybody has a different philosophy. Myself, I just don't want to see anything, happen, because, I mean, honestly, kids used to beg to play when it was, a large margin, and I wouldn't let them, because I'm like, you still don't ever know. And but then at the same time, you want your kids to, stay in a rhythm.
Yeah, and each coach is responsible for their own team. If someone does get hurt, people are going to look and say, hey, you're up 54-17. Ashley Buchanan is out there, but you look up and down this roster, you got 14 players. Certainly when you're up 54-17, that might be an opportunity to get some minutes for some other players, and I assume that we'll see that here in the near future.
Build some experience.
Held ball that time, going to stay with the Nets.
Well, it looks like Coach Jordan Shaw's down there getting everybody ready.
Ashley Buchanan from outside can't get it to go.
Nice job pushing it down the floor.
Lady Cats looking for an opportunity. Bramlett can't get it to go. Bella Hopkins lays it up and in. Marley Boatwright puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Mullins. Bradley Deering out in transition again. That one gets away from her. And we will see second unit come in here for the Dragonettes. Buchanan stays out there. Emery Steinhauer, Bree Jewell, Kaylee Hofford out there. I know I'm missing one, Coach. You'll have to help me.
Well, Buchanan stayed. You got Luddington that came in.
There you go. That's who it was. Luddington is out there as well. She's had some great minutes tonight. 9 points as well.
Good job by the Cats there. They had 2 offensive rebounds on that possession, and that was a good job.
So final 2 minutes of play here. 56-19, Nets in control. Grace Bramlett, nice rebound and put back. Timeout going to be taken on the floor by Brandon Thomas. While he does, we will step aside for 30 seconds and be right back.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal them from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Minute 41 left here in the fourth quarter. All Dragonettes, 56-21. Number 24, Skylar Latham, into the game for the first time. Gets a shot off, can't get that one to go.
Stay right there on Dragonette's end.
Good
Nice
takeaway.
steal, yeah.
Lady Cats are not going to quit. We know that. Eliza Chastain up and good. That gives her 6 points. She is the leading scorer for the Lady Cats. These Lady Cats will host Fannin here on Saturday in Hall of Fame game.
So good job on defense by the Lady Cats.
Boatwright, a little short that time, falling off as she shot that one. Steinhauer left alone from the corner. Can't get that one to go. She's really comfortable with that shot, though. We've seen her take quite a few, and she can knock them down. The older of the Steinhauer sisters, I believe.
Steinhauer, number 1.
She's a senior, I think, this year.
Yes, she is.
Ellison, sophomore. How about that one? Boatwright for good from 3.
So that's their first three-pointer tonight.
Final seconds tick away here, and that will do it. Final is 56-26. Nets with a big win. Coaches will shake hands, players will shake hands, and that will wrap it up here for this game. Of course, big win for the Nets, and some opportunities to build for the Lady Cats as they fall 56-26. That'll put them at 2-3 on the year. Pickens sitting at 6-0. Some big wins, beat Rabun Gap, Denmark, St. Orville, Creekview, Fannin. So you've challenged yourself outside of the region here early on.
And I think that was their goal, was to, play some tough competition and try to see what they could get going.
So we are getting ready to get going for the boys game. We're going to step aside, pay some bills, have some commercial breaks, and when we come back, we will get you ready. It's a big-time ball game here in December. It's the boys from Pickens against the Gilmer Bobcats looking to defend their home turf. We'll step aside and come back in just a few minutes and get you ready live here on ETC.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more than
who I am on paper.
Chevrolet in Blue Ridge has over 170 new Chevrolets on their way. Silverado, Equinox, Colorado, and more. Secure your new vehicle before it's gone. Now is the time to buy. For North Georgia's best truck inventory, there's only one name you need to know. Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. That I know what you're going through. I know things aren't easy, but you still show up. I wonder if you know that we can get help. That we don't have to go through this alone. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Come on down to Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay. It's time to upgrade your grilling game with our premium selection of grills and smokers. Stay fashionable while enjoying the great outdoors with our trendy and functional clothing for men and women. Need furniture? Holt's Ace has what you need from the den to the patio. Visit us today and start making your house a home. Tackle any yard project effortlessly with our wide range of high-quality tools and equipment. Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Climatrol Air, heating and cooling, your trusted partner in comfort. Whether it's your home or business, we're here for you day and night. We proudly service all brands, ensuring your comfort is always a priority. Need a solution tailored to your needs? Our experts provide free estimates, guiding you every step of the way. Take advantage of our maintenance plans, keeping your system efficient and reliable year-round. At Climatrol, customer service and customer care, that's who we are.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal them from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
That's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more than
who I am on paper.
Chevrolet in Blue Ridge has over 170 new Chevrolets on their way. Silverado, Equinox, Colorado, and more. Secure your new vehicle before it's gone. Now is the time to buy. For North Georgia's best truck inventory, there's only one name you need to know. Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. That I know what you're going through. I know things aren't easy, but you still show up. I wonder if you know that we can get help. We don't have to go through this alone. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Come on down to Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay. It's time to upgrade your grilling game with our premium selection of grills and smokers. Stay fashionable while enjoying the great outdoors with our trendy and functional clothing for men and women. Need furniture? Holt's Ace has what you need from the den to the patio. Visit us today and start making your house a home. Tackle any yard project effortlessly with our wide range of high-quality tools and equipment. Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
There's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Climatrol Air, heating and cooling, your trusted partner in comfort. Whether it's your home or business, we're here for you day and night. We proudly service all brands, ensuring your comfort is always a priority. Need a solution tailored to your needs? Our experts provide free estimates, guiding you every step of the way. Take advantage of our maintenance plans, keeping your system efficient and reliable year-round. At Climatrol, customer service and customer care, that's who we are.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal them from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Welcome back inside the cage. Jeremy Green with Donna Enos and Caleb Frady. We are about a minute away from the matchup between the boys from Gilmer and Pickens. And Coach, this is one that's been highly anticipated for about 300 days or so since they last met.
Exactly. I feel like that Gilmer is one of the teams that's favored to win the region on the boys' side. And, Pickens is all new with a new staff and has brought a new style. Right. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that new style, matches up with the Bobcats tonight.
Yeah, so, of course, for Gilmer, all the talk, all the, discussion of their team runs through the big 7-footer Jackson McVeigh. We'll see how he does tonight. But there are some other pieces that you look that are returning. Keegan Bryant, the point guard, great player. Ryder Wofford, Cohen Davis, J.D. Taylor. These are players that played a lot last year that are going to complement the big guy. Yeah, and,
the experience that they gained last year is invaluable. And they hosted a home playoff game right there, first round of state. And so this experience that they're bringing tonight, I think, is a big reason that they're going to be favored.
How about that game they played in the playoffs last year? Just a tremendous game.
It was fun.
Hart County, I believe, who they ended up falling to in overtime. For Pickens, on the other hand, you mentioned it is a lot of new. New head coach Bob Martin, new staff. Some players not returning that you anticipated returning, but you look up and down. Caleb Lanford, Nathan Wallace, Dodge and Parker Davis, some players that have some experience as well as we see the starting lineups. So starting 5, Caleb Lanford, Hayden Jones, Dodge Davis, McCord Purdy, and Parker Davis. For the Dragons, for the Bobcats, Keegan Bryant, Jacob Becerra, Cohen Davis, J.D. Taylor, and the big fella, Jackson McVeigh.
So a couple of things that Caleb and I talked about the other night against Fannin. A lot of these Pickens kids have kind of grown and filled out some, and you know, stronger than they were last year because they were, you know, really. This is a young lineup right here. They've got 1 senior and then they've got 3 sophomores right there. Or I'm sorry, 2 juniors and 2 sophomores, but McVeigh, it's not even a contest with him.
So it will be Pickens in possession here. Looking to get the offense moving. Some new faces out there, some youngsters. No lack of confidence, though, if you watch some of these players on the football field, Hayden Jones and McCord Purdy, they're not scared of the moment. And so certainly these youngsters will be playing well. And, of course, the Davis brothers out there. It will be a good move to the bucket, not able to finish that time for Purdy. It'll be the Cats in transition. Cohen Davis from outside can't get it to go. Pickens the other way.
You know, both sides have got some football players out there, and sometimes it takes them, you know, a few weeks to kind of get in what you call basketball shape.
Confusion there on defense leads to an easy bucket for Caleb Lanford. First one of the game, 2-0. Foul going to be called on the floor that time. We'll see who they get.
And that's one thing that McVeigh does, is draw those fouls.
I believe they got Parker Davis that time. He is out there to agitate McVeigh. You can see it here on the inbounds play, but they still get it to him. He's going to pass it off. You'll be looking for McVeigh, you know, to be much more aggressive this year than he has been in the past.
Kind of his year to take it over.
They get it to him. He's able to put it up and in, and you got to do something different because that's too easy.
Yeah.
Good move up and in that time. Dodge Davis.
You know, and one thing that, you know, the Dragons bring is they're going to run, you know, a quick transition game, and they're going to try to get up down the floor a lot and get there quick. But they don't have an answer for McVeigh yet.
4 quick points for the big guy, and that one out of bounds. Dance team got to be careful over there. They almost lost a member of that cheerleaders, excuse me. Cheerleaders dance team will be out here at halftime. Blocking foul going to be called down low. So that's 1 foul apiece for the Davis boys. Student sections have filled in for both teams. McVeigh up and in, 6 points early on.
You know, I think this is a you know, anticipated matchup on this boys' side. Nice
Good.
cut.
Wow,
yeah.
great move. McCord Purdy with his first bucket. That was really good movement without the ball. So as we mentioned, this Bobcat offense runs through the post. They get it down to the big guy, and just like that, it's up and in.
And, you know, his strength is on the block. So, you know, he's going to be very hard to stop on the block.
That one knocked away. It'll stay with Pickens. The Dragons, though, battling, especially on the offensive rebounds. They're really doing a great job down there. And the one thing about big fellas, they will get gassed easily, so McVeigh will have to take some breaks. Of course, his conditioning has improved. We've really seen a tremendous amount of growth in him from, you know, his freshman year.
Yeah.
Fast break opportunity here Ryder Wofford just in the game, up and in.
I'm going to tell you now, I mean, McVeigh has scored a lot, but you've got Wofford, you've got Bradley. I mean, these guys can, Cohen Davis, they can score from outside.
Yeah, an opportunity to have a really big year for the Bobcats. But Pickens says, hang on a minute, we're still in this game too. Another offensive rebound. From way outside, McCord Purdy can't get it to go. McVeigh with the board. 4.5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Goal 10 going to be called. Keegan Bryant able to get there. I know I've told you this story before. The first year that I moved to North Georgia, we went to a basketball game down at Pickens. It was Gilmer and Pickens, and in the fourth quarter, they cleared both student sections out of the gym, made them go home. And so this is spirited, to say the least.
It really is.
Some of the players that were playing in that game are out here coaching, which is, sort of seeing it come full circle.
Well, you've got these kids on the floor, you've got their parents or grandparents, even some great-grandparents that played, and so a lot of tradition.
Davis thought about a three, changed his mind. Keegan Bryant going to have an easy layup in transition. Ooh. We'd like to see him use the glass there, but.
A little bit, yeah. So, that's 4 points off the last 2 turnovers there.
So timeout going to be taken on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will take it with them, 14-6. Gilmer with the lead.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Quick 30-second timeout taken there by new Pickens head coach Bob Martin. And he brings a wealth of experience, to this job. Was coaching, I believe, in the private school ranks before he moved here.
Yeah, he came from Kingsridge and state championship on his resume there.
Always good when you can flash a little jewelry.
That's right.
McCord Purdy, nice little touch.
Purdy can score when you need a basket. He can score quick.
Cohen Davis up, can't get it to go. So these last few possessions, they've tried to score in other ways than through McVeigh. That time, Davis left open from outside. A little slow on the defensive rotation, and he burns them.
So they're back in it, only down by 3 now.
McVeigh calling for the ball. They get it to him, he puts it up and in. It's hard to see why you would do anything other than that for a while. He is doubled and still just able to put it in with ease.
I thought he might have been a little too deep, but he did a great touch on it.
How about that, though? The answer from Parker Davis.
I tell you, the Davis twins have really improved this year, from last year to this year. Put in a lot of hard work.
You can see it in the confidence, too, just lighting it up from outside.
So a new rule change this year is nobody can be on that bottom bleacher, so that's backed up the student section some.
Probably not a bad thing. So good job on the double team that time. Both of the Davis boys down low, and they're able to get that one away. McVeigh got hit in the nose, it looked like that time. A good defense. So it looks like maybe he had possession but stepped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Pickens. So, Coach, you have a lot of experience. When you have a superstar player. You have somebody with a big size advantage. How do you handle attacking them with a double team in a way where it doesn't really hurt you leaving somebody else open?
You mean you're asking what would you do defensively?
Yeah, how do you do defensively against McVeigh?
Well, you're going to have to mix your defenses up some. And Parker Davis there with another 3. You're going to have to bring that double team from different angles and different players. And, you want to see if you can find a weak link that you can hang off of and bring the double team from.
And as we see McVeigh go up and in with that one to give him 12, you love if the big guy's going to shoot jumpers from the outside. That's a win for your defense as well. So back and forth, both of these teams look really, really good so far, especially on the offensive end. You got to love the way that Pickens is shooting it from the outside.
Oh, yeah. And, coming into the ballgame, you wouldn't really expect the Davis twins to be the three-point shooters, but, that's going to be a different strategy. You would think McVeigh is really probably leaning toward guarding them, and, you'd like to pull him out and make him play defense around the perimeter.
So they get it down low again, and he's up and good. Those guys are battling their hearts out down low. McVeigh just too big. But he's slow to get back on defense, and that's another easy basket. That's 8 for Parker Davis.
Oh, what a block. I mean, that was textbook.
Little extracurricular there, but kept under control.
Officials are calling them together.
Yeah, it looked like when Davis blocked that shot, he had a couple words for Bryant, but I don't think Bryant minds that. He's got a couple words sometimes too, so just the heat of the moment.
I think Keegan has got some good friends on this Pickens team, and kind of tough sometimes play against your good friends.
It's so funny. These kids go to different schools, but they play together in travel ball and AAU and all those things, and known each other since they were little kids playing rec ball, so they'll be enemies on the court and probably friends later at the Waffle House.
The beauty of high school basketball.
That's right.
So I feel like every time that they can get McVeigh up there at the top of the key, it's an advantage.
But you got to stop the ball as well, and that time Bryant just took it in very easily. So with final 40 seconds here, it's a 3-point lead for the Cats. This has been a very, very entertaining, wild first quarter. Open from 3 is Davis. Can't get it to go. Gilmer out in transition. Pickens does a good job of getting back, though. So shot clock is turned off. They're trying to get a good look. They get it out to McVeigh. He goes down and dunks it with 2 hands. Yeah, the big guy, 16 in the first quarter. It goes out of bounds. They're going to have another look at it with 1.1 on the clock. Oh, wow, they're going to say Pickens ball. Coach High says, okay. So it'll be Pickens with a shot with 1.1 left.
Got to be a catch and shoot.
Purdy from outside drains the 3.
I bet Coach High would like to have that one back.
What a first quarter of action here, 24-22 the score. We saw a 2-hand dunk and then a 3 all within the last 2 or 3 seconds. And so we're gonna go down to our guy, Caleb Frady. Caleb, you've been a part of this first quarter. It has been wild and woolly from the get-go.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, very athletic, like to shoot. Obviously Gilmer leveraging Jackson McVeigh's height down low, but kind of expect this in a rivalry game, a little bit more of an even matchup than what we had in the girls' game. And I'm really excited for the remainder of this game. I think it's going to be really good.
So if you are Coach Bob Martin and your Pickens, you gave up 16 to Jackson McVeigh, in that first quarter. What do you do to stop him?
That's really tough. I mean, obviously, he's such a height advantage. Watching the game, I was sitting there kind of wondering as a coach, and that's something I kind of want to talk with him about at halftime, is how do you scheme around him, knowing if you scheme to try to stop him, you maybe open yourself up, make yourself vulnerable in other areas. So he's in a tough position with that one.
Yeah, you got to love, though, they're taking advantage of him trying to get back on defense. You see Parker Davis with 8 points, Dodge Davis with 5, and so they're going to try to use their speed against that size. And Caleb, I don't know about you, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of this one.
I'm very excited to watch this thing.
So quarter number 2 ready to go here, and Coach, that one's a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, you're putting up that many points. You're putting up 46 points in one quarter. That's a lot of offense.
J.D. Taylor from outside can't get it to go, but McVeigh with the rebound can't get it back. And so it'll be Pickens going the other way. That one out of bounds. 24-22, Bobcats with a 2-point advantage. You can just sort of look around. I was doing that as Caleb was talking. Everybody's smiling for both teams. This is just a good basketball game.
Kind of what we expected. I mean, a lot of offense. How are you going to stop McVeigh?
Pass it off that time. Ryder Wofford gets 2 shots at it, can't get it. McVeigh finally is fouled, and he will head to the line. We'll see if they get Purdy or Davis. So it will be Dodge Davis. That's his second one. That's something to keep an eye on. That one's short. McVeigh has filled out a little bit. You can see, between this year and last year. Getting looks from several universities, gotten offers as well. But still plenty of time to grow and evolve. 17 points, though. That's a pretty good first quarter plus.
Well, that's, imagine he's probably looking at some scoring records.
Ryder Wofford playing really tough defense out there on every possession.
Nice move there.
Just too much size for McVeigh down low. Cohen Davis that time going to be called for the little forearm shiver. Looked like a good call from the official.
Yeah, I believe that was the case.
He was pretty clever in the way that he did it, and then maybe a little acting too on the defensive end. Wofford's going to get one of those steals. You mentioned football players. Wofford played football and had a couple of huge catches in the playoffs. The Bobcats earned the 4 seed. They go over to Adairsville and knock off the 1 seed in the first round. They go to Monroe area and play really, really tough for 3.5 quarters. So a great football season, but it's taken some of these football players a while to get back into the groove of basketball with those extra couple of weeks.
Yeah, it does, and sometimes it takes almost a Christmas break, but I love to see 2-sport athletes.
J.D. Taylor on the rebound and put back. I'm going to call him that time on the foul. Look like they may have just gotten tangled up. I don't know. Jordan Heiss not real happy with the call.
Oh, yeah. What an inbounds play right there. That was perfect.
That's Hayden Jones' first bucket of the game. That was very well designed.
Nice heads-up play there by Lanford.
Jordan Heiss pretty upset. You called the foul on Taylor, but that time they thought he was fouled and no call. Now another turnover and the bucket up and good. So
turn up the defense.
A run that time for the Dragons, and just like that, they lead 28-27.
Well, mention it again. That's a great cut right there. But mention again, this is a first region game for both teams, so there's a lot on the line here.
just matters more. So first foul on Bryant. Something happened after the whistle there, and the official just sort of stared at Keegan Bryant. I don't know if he said something or what happened, but everybody going to take a deep breath and take a 30-second timeout. We'll do it alongside them. Huge game here, 29-28, Gilmer with a 1-point lead.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
29-28. Great first half here between the Bobcats and the Dragons, and every possession has been something interesting or something controversial. There's been no lulls in the action so far, Coach.
That's right. This is the kind of game you love calling here.
McCord Purdy. That gives him 8 on the evening. How about a good way to spend a Tuesday night here in LJ? Purdy 2 for 2. Parker Davis with 8, Purdy with 9, Dodge Davis with 5, Jones with 2, Lanford with 6. All up and down the score sheet.
That's what you call a balanced team right there.
For Gilmer, a little less balanced. It's all running through 22. Doing a great job in this little zone of denying him the ball. They kick it out. J.D. Taylor from the outside can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jones. Jackson McVeigh with 17 to lead all scorers. Purdy from outside, bang, knocks it down.
So, the Bobcats took a pretty good lead right there, just jumped on them at the beginning of the game, but Dragons are bouncing back.
Maybe an ill-advised shot that time from Wofford, just sort of put it up, not in rhythm. That ball just sort of floating around. Another 3. That time.
Oh, what a rebound.
Yeah. That gives Parker Davis 10.
I just don't think that McVeigh saw that one. It's kind of, he was there, but lost sight of it maybe.
I think that Gilmer a little bit, Coach, and you may can speak to this better than I can. They're kind of playing into Pickens' hands with the pace of this game. Pickens wants to get up and down. They want to, they want to shoot from the outside and the perimeter. Gilmer, you would think, would like to slow it down, feed the big guy. The pace is really favoring Pickens, it seems like.
And I think that's what they want to do. I think they want to, push the floor, try to wear the other teams down every time, and they've gotten caught a couple of times in that transition game.
Yeah, and McVeigh can't hurt you if he's standing at the half-court line still. And
that's
so
right.
They love that transition. He can hurt you, though, from the free throw line. 2 of 2. He's got 19. I believe they called Lanford with that last foul.
Nice cut, nice ball movement. And I tell you, that's one thing that I've noticed with the Dragons is they're very, very unselfish. I was talking to Nathan Wallace and told him how impressed I was that, that how unselfish they were. And he said that, that they've all enjoyed playing together, and they are all unselfish.
I tell you, that's 2 bad shots in a row for Ryder Wofford. Just maybe getting a little too caught up in the action. Becerra kicks it back out. McVeigh from 3 can't get it to go. Rebound, though, by Wofford, and he was exactly in the right place to put that one back. Good job.
That's where your little tip drill comes in right there. That was a good job.
He said, criticize me and see what happens. Rebound by Bryant. 37-33. Left open again as Wofford knocks it down. That's a 2.
And the Cats come out here with some transition.
They said, you want to shoot it from outside? We can do that too. Everybody sort of taking a breath for a second. You can see everybody's winded. Keegan Bryant takes it from outside, can't get it to go. Foul going to be called.
I believe he called it hitting the cable up there. Timeout here. Pickens.
Yeah, so Pickens going to take a timeout. The official's trying to figure it out. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here, though. So, Coach, let's get ourselves collected here. 37-35. We're still 2.5 away from halftime.
I know. If you love offense, this is the game to be. And it's not that they're playing bad defense. I mean, they're just getting up and down the floor. And when you run that high-paced, trying to play in transition, you're going to get a lot of points.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, people in the wrong place on defense, we'll say that. And just a little slow to get where they need to be. And 37-35 is really high. We've seen some games where that was going into the fourth quarter. We're going to hear from both of these coaches, though. We'll hear from Jordan Heiss at the end of this first half, and as we get ready to start the second half, we'll hear from Bob Martin. And I assume that both of them will say, hey, let's play a little more defense.
Yeah, that's a little unforced error there. In a game like this, you don't want to have those unforced errors.
So the first time in a while, we see half-court offense.
A little zone going on here.
McVeigh passes it right into the hands of McCord Purdy. Left open from outside, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound though, Lanford puts it up, can't get it to go. McVeigh with the rebound, now it's Gilmer off and running. J.D. Taylor from the corner, cannot get it to go. So some of that shooting that's been really hot for both teams going a little cold here as the second quarter comes to a close.
Well, the thing about it is they're running, and so their legs are a little bit tired from where they were in that first quarter. So
haven't seen a lot of substitutions either. They've had the starters in there most of the way.
Got to bend those knees just a little deeper on these shots as the game goes on. Davis challenging McVeigh there.
Becerra leading the break. Gets it over to Davis, to Bryant. Kicks it out. Cohen Davis lets it ride from outside. Missed everything that time. You almost think if you're Jordan Heiss here, you call a timeout and say, we got a 7-footer in the middle if y'all want to feed him instead of shooting threes. His three-point contest goes in the favor of Caleb Lanford there. He's got 9. Pickens with a 5-point advantage. Yeah, they're going to have to call a foul. Dodge Davis there. Parker Davis. Yeah, Jackson McVeigh was wearing him like a coat here in the winter.
A little tight there.
But you don't mind that.
No.
Tell you, Coach Martin didn't like it, though. He thought that it was going both ways. That one poked out of bounds. So final minute of play here, 40-35. Gilmer just trying to get a good shot. Good move by Davis.
First points of the night there.
Yeah, they're going to need him to get involved in a game like this.
Nice cut there.
Wow. Bryant with the block, but got him with the body, I believe, down low. That's his second foul. So that'll send Lanford to the line. Wow, missed a free throw. I wasn't expecting that.
I know, he's usually pretty accurate.
Lanford, a great three-point shooter. We saw him absolutely go in fuego in that tip-off tournament last year.
Yeah.
He's got 10 in this first half. See, we talked about Jackson McVeigh and stamina. He's been out there for the duration of this first half. And that time a bad pass from the big guy. So shot clock turned off. Pickens can hold for the last shot if they want to. Montego Morgan into the game. Man, that's a cool name.
It is, it is. So holding for this last shot, but I mean we're pushing 80 points right here in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely, it has been up and down.
That's who you want taking it right there.
And he nails it right at the buzzer. Purdy with 15 has a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter and at the end of the second quarter, and it will be a 7-point advantage for Pickens. 44-37 the score, and we're going to hear from Jordan Heiss here in just a minute. We'll wait on Caleb Frady to grab him, but Coach, you have to be impressed with the play of both teams there in that first half.
Oh, this is kind of what the game I expected, and just loving it. It's two really good teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and you love the defensive adjustment. Jackson McVeigh was 16 in that first quarter, only 3 in the second quarter, and so the defense really clamping down on the big fella.
They really did, and his 3 came from free throws.
And on the other end, how about McCord Purdy leading the way with 15, Parker Davis also contributing 12, and so Pickens just really, really balanced in that shooting attack. Caleb Lanford just with 10 as well, so you've got 3 players in double digits. So we're going to send it now to Caleb Frady. He's got Jordan Heiss, and he's going to see what Coach has to say about this first half.
Coach, that feels like a heavyweight fight there, and it's both teams trading blows there. What do you think about your team's performance so far?
Not so bad. Got to do a better job closing out on those threes. Really, whenever they're hitting, they're just shooting a high percentage. It's not that we're closing out that bad. It's just that they're hitting them. I mean, in our face, there was 2 at the buzzer that they've hit, fading away backwards. So to offset that, I mean, we put up our threes, getting our open looks. We've got to hit some of those guard-wise, and then we just got to keep pushing it inside.
They're doing a good job of trying to neutralize Jackson a little bit. What's your plan here for the second half?
They jumped into that 2-3 zone. We're going to go over to our zone offenses a little bit more and show them what we really want, what we're looking for, kind of recover from there. But really, you know, if we get our guards being able to hit from outside, I think we'll be fine.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you,
sir. So, Caleb, you're there, and you know, Jordan Heiss has been around for a long time, never 2 up, 2 down. Talk about the vibe that you get from him trailing by 7.
Watching him on the sideline there during the first half of play, you know, he's a very animated coach. He's jumping, arms in the air when they're shooting 3-pointers. So I think he's locked in. You can definitely tell a little frustrated there. He was particularly frustrated with a little call there in front of the baseline there in the second quarter that he felt like gave them 2 free points, and then it led to back-to-back turnovers, and that was when Pickens took the lead. And has kind of held on to it here in the second quarter. So I think he's a little frustrated, but at the same time, I think happy with the way his team's got a good energy. They're going back and forth, and you know, I mentioned heavyweight fight. Each team kind of trading blows back and forth. So it's been a very good first half for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we were sitting here talking and looking up and down the score sheet. Jackson McVeigh with 19, but only 3 in the second half. So Pickens able to clamp down on him, and then they made some really big shots led by McCord Purdy.
Absolutely. McCord's shooting the basketball really well, and like Coach mentioned, giving them looks, and they're generally taking advantage of it. And you watch that first quarter, it really felt like Jackson McVeigh was going to get taken over, but Pickens schemed around him really well in the second quarter and have limited his offense. And so Gilmer's now kind of having to figure out what to do. He mentioned the switch to the zone, so they're going to have to neutralize that offensively here in the second half.
Yeah, we'll hear from you again here in just a couple minutes, Caleb. Appreciate you talking to the coaches there. So, Coach, you know, you hear what's being said there. What do you do if you're in each locker room? What do you tell your team?
Well, you know, both coaches are going to make adjustments. But I thought it was a great adjustment. Pickens' defense on McVeigh in that second quarter. I think that you've got to go get him on the block. And if you're Coach Heiss, you've got to get him on the block. You've got to get him the ball on the block because that's where he's successful. You know, defensively, Pickens is moving the ball against that Bobcat defense and getting some open looks where they weren't doing that so much in the first quarter. So Curious to see what both coaches do.
Yeah, I think that defense will be the name of the game, and I think maybe Gilmer felt like they weren't in the right places to stop some of those open shots. So,
yeah.
We'll step aside for a couple minutes. When we come back, we'll hear from Dragons head coach Bob Martin, and we'll get you ready for the second half. Thanks for being with us here live on ETC.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Chevrolet in Blue Ridge has over 170 new Chevrolets on their way. Silverado, Equinox, Colorado, and more. Secure your new vehicle before it's gone. Now is the time to buy. For North Georgia's best truck inventory, there's only one name you need to know. Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. That I know what you're going through. I know things aren't easy, but you still show up. I wonder if you know that we can get help. We don't have to go through this alone. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
We are back here inside the cage. Team's getting ready for the second half. We have Caleb Frady standing by with somebody we're going to hear from for the first time. Dragons head coach Bob Martin talking about the first half. His team winning 44-37. Let's hear how he feels about it.
Coach, I told Coach Heiss it felt like a heavyweight fight. Both teams kind of trading blows. Your first time in the rivalry. What have you think so far?
I love it. I think it's great. Good atmosphere, good fans. The kids love it. It's really about them. They're doing a great job getting to the rim.
McCord Purdy's shooting the basketball really well for you. Jackson McVeigh, it felt like he was going to take over. You really adjusted well in the second quarter and kind of limited him.
We just have to keep him away from the basket. You're 7-1. It's like playing a Nerf game. And we just can't give baskets that are 70%, 80%, 90% guarantees. So we've got to continue to adjust and keep him away from the basket.
What's your keys here for the second half?
We got to move the ball. We can't get out of our system. We've got to play. When we start doing our one-on-one stuff, it doesn't work well for us. We've got to transition better, look for early stuff, easy stuff. We've got to attack on the catch instead of passing. Love that we pass the ball, but we've got to attack off of that too. And again, we've got to defend like we've never defended before.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Coach Martin joining us here at halftime. You're a good coach. You can head out here.
All right, so Caleb Frady there able to catch up with head coach Bob Martin, and he seemed, relatively calm, cool, and collected as well. Caleb up with that 7-point lead.
Kind of calm at the same time, and very surgical in what he was talking to us about what he needs to do here in the second half. Transition basketball, shoot well, get off the block, stay in system, good defense. Likening Jackson McVeigh to a Nerf game quite entertaining as well, because it's almost an unfair cheat code for Gilmer, but credit Pickens. They really schemed up how to defend him there in that second quarter and limit him to the 3 points.
So we will step aside after hearing from both of these coaches, and we will have the second half in just about 2.5 minutes. Thanks for being with us as we continue with our live coverage right here on ETC.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. That I know what you're going through. I know things aren't easy, but you still show up. I wonder if you know that we can get help. That we don't have to go through this alone. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Just about 30 seconds left until the second half. Jeremy Green with Donna Enos and Caleb Frady. And Coach, if the second half is nearly as good as the first half, we're in for a treat.
Exactly. You know, Pickens outscored the Bobcats by 10 points in that second quarter. And so, I guess they kind of got it together and kind of like we talked about, made adjustments. And but I'm telling you, McVay is hard to stop on that block down there.
Yeah, so you heard the comparison there that it was like a Nerf game. Bob Martin there with that comparison. If you're Gilmer, you hope that's true, but in the second quarter it wasn't.
Yeah, and they did a great job. But like I said, two good coaches here making adjustments, and curious to see how this third quarter is going to go.
So it'll be the Dragons in possession here. Student sections back to their feet. And it will be McCord Purdy leading the way. Buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter and second quarter for the sophomore. Three up and good. It's Hayden Jones that time. He's got 5. So if you're Gilmer, you've got to start closing out on those shooters. McVay a little out of control that time. Pickens doing a great job on defense.
How many times do you think he's ever had a shot blocked like that?
Yeah. It's like calling a foul down there on the baseline. That's going to be on J.D. Taylor, which will be his second. Ten-point advantage now for the Dragons. I don't know, we thought we'd be saying that. But they are playing incredibly well. McCord Purdy up and good. No good. McVay with the rebound.
Pushing the ball again. I'm going to tell you one thing that McVay has done differently than he did in that first quarter. The first quarter, he never brought the ball down, so nobody could get any hands on it. He's been dropping the ball a little bit as Keegan Bryant makes that three, but he's dropped the ball and is giving those double teams a chance to get their hands on it.
That time, able to close out on the shooter and affect the shot. So it'll be defensive intensity that allows Gilmer to maybe slow down some of that hot shooting. That time, fantastic positioning, but misses down low. I thought that was maybe the easiest shot of the night.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bump on the floor on Taylor. Maybe a little ticky-tack, but that'll be his third. So Ryder Wofford into the game, 47-40.
Good job of defense by the Bobcats. Almost held them to a 5-second count.
Two Bobcat defenders ran into each other that time, and Dodge Davis able to score.
But you see how they pulled McVay out on defense there and got him out of the middle. Good move by McVeigh that time.
Wow, Davis blocks the shot one-on-one that time.
Second time he's had it blocked tonight.
McVeigh frustrated a little bit, you can tell. All these players have got to be tired. This has been such a crazy pace. That time McVeigh with the block swats that one out of there. Words of encouragement there from Coach Heiss. The "we can't hear you" chant coming from the Pickens student section. Cohen Davis fires from outside, no good. Rebounded by Wofford, but falls down, and it will be Pickens' ball. That time Becerra fouls to stop the ball. That was sort of intentional without being intentional.
Slowing it down.
So it's been the defense of Pickens that has slowed down the Gilmer offense. Now this Bobcat defense will look to answer. Lanford up and no good. McVeigh out to Becerra. Lays it up and in, does Cohen Davis.
I'm telling you, that was very pretty, getting that to the trailer right there, and it's just like they drew it up.
Textbook transition offense. That time, Jackson McVeigh comes down with it. Keegan Bryan is out front. I don't know if Becerra ever saw him. Becerra up and one. Great play there from the Gilmer point guard. And that's going to be on Lanford, his second.
So what you have in basketball is you just, it's a game of runs. And so, both teams are going to make a little run and get that momentum, and it's going to come back. So the Bobcats with a little momentum right here. Got a full timeout coming.
So they'll take it down on the floor, and we will step aside as well. Back and forth we go, 49-44.
Come on down to Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay. It's time to upgrade your grilling game with our premium selection of grills and smokers. Stay fashionable while enjoying the great outdoors with our trendy and functional clothing for men and women. Need furniture? Holt's Ace has what you need from the den to the patio. Visit us today and start making your house a home. Tackle any yard project effortlessly with our wide range of high-quality tools and equipment. Holt's Ace Hardware in Ellijay.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Jacob Becerra trying to complete the three-point play after the timeout, 49-44, and he misses the free throw. It's a 5-point advantage for the Dragons.
Interesting that they didn't have anybody on the free throw line there. I mean, on the, in the rebounding slots.
Gilmer with another transition opportunity. Becerra kicks it out to Bryant. Corner three, that time missed, and a collision on the floor. They're going to call it on the rebound, though.
So I guess maybe Keegan maybe pulled him down. I guess that's what they're going to say. Be his third foul.
Wow.
Looked like Nathan Wallace was trying to block him out. I don't know.
Yeah, the referee says that he hooked him by the waist. I don't know. It is interesting when nobody sees the foul and the referee has to explain it to everybody. McVeigh goes up. How about the little up and under from Davis?
You want to talk about most improved players. Both the Davis boys are so improved from last year.
So Gilmer looking for the answer in the half court. This Pickens zone has been very effective, Coach.
It really has. I mean, it's making it hard to get the ball inside.
Ooh, pretty hard foul there. It's going to be on Dodge Davis. You hope Wofford's okay.
It's kind of a tough foul. Felt like maybe he just kind of lost his footing, but
it hurt. I know that. You can hear it all the way up here. Wofford's a football player, though. You got to shake that off. So the thing that is important about that, though, it is the third foul on Dodge Davis, so he'll have to come out. It is on the floor, though, so no free throws. Of course, a couple years ago, that rule changed. The fouls start over each quarter, so not as big of a deal from the free throw shooting end. The Gilmer folks sitting close to us think that McVeigh's being fouled as Ryder Wofford nails a three. But when you're 7-1, it's hard to get a lot of pity fouls.
Yep.
Got to be pretty rough. Lanford can't get it to go. Cohen Davis fires from outside. Can't get it to go. J.D. Taylor, though, puts it back up and in.
So
4 points for Taylor.
Talk about adjustments, and, I think maybe Gilmer's getting on the offensive board just a little bit more. It's paid off for him.
Yeah, Ryder Wofford's really been tough down on those boards. It is a 2-point game now. Pickens looks a little out of sync on offense.
I'll tell you something else. The Bobcats have kind of looked for that trail person on the break and have scored from that.
I believe Purdy got away with a travel right there, but that shot is blocked anyway. Wofford out in transition, up and in. How about 11 points for Wofford off the bench, and the Bobcats are fired up. They'll take a 30-second timeout on the floor, and we will take it with them. We are knotted up at 51.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
So as we come out of this timeout, we are tied up at 51. And Coach, during the break, you said, that's a 10-point lead that vanished pretty quickly. And this has been a game of ebbs and flows, and I think we're going to continue to see that.
Well, it's, going in, each team they're going to have runs that they're going to score, and you just got to survive the runs. Good job by Nathan Wallace there, kind of recovering that.
Purdy's cooled off a little bit on the outside shot. Purdy says, let's slow it down. Good move there. That time takes it to the bucket. Nice little left-hand move. Can't finish, though. And it'll be Gilmer out in transition again. Wofford is open over there on the corner, but they don't see him. J.D. Taylor somehow gets that one to go. Circus shot.
Some of those shots that we're dropping for the Dragons are not dropping this quarter. I think the Bobcats maybe have picked up the defense a little bit too. Good job, good offensive rebound.
Hayden Jones can't get it to go. And I think that with Dodge Davis on the bench, that hasn't helped either, because you don't have that two-headed monster down there in the post.
Exactly.
Davis has that one swatted, somehow gets the rebound, and he will be fouled. I believe that's going to be on Parker Davis. Nope, they're going to get it on Purdy. That'll be his first. As you see this run unfold, you've been in this situation. You've got a player that's on the bench in foul trouble. You're struggling without him. How long before you bring him back and just trust him?
You got to wait till the fourth quarter. You just got to survive and then bring him back.
This free throw will certainly help you survive.
Oh, yeah. So respecting the transition here, getting the defense back and getting it set.
Cohen Davis now with 5 points. Gilmer has expanded that lead to 3, 54-51. So Pickens owned that second quarter. So far, the Bobcats owning the third with 50 seconds left. Good job by Jones to save the turnover, but he has that one blocked. Battle for the ball. They're going to call a foul. I'm not sure about that. Did you see anything there that looked like a foul, Coach?
Well, you know, contact maybe, but most of the time you play through that.
Like two players going for the ball, but no argument from Becerra.
So this will be a 2-shot foul. Parker Davis has not scored this quarter. It's like all the Dragon shooters have just gone cold this quarter.
Well, now there's a reason you don't shoot 100%. It comes and goes.
And I think that they have gone inside and tried to challenge McVeigh, and he has stood up to the challenge.
Baker's dozen for Parker Davis here in this first 3 quarters. Long passes for the Bobcats. Taylor puts it up and knocks it down. 9 points for J.D. Taylor. A lot of trust from Coach Heiss, letting those outside shooters take those. They're really out of rhythm, just spotting up and letting it fly. Jackson McVeigh scoreless in this third quarter. Turnover there, unforced error by Pickens. You mentioned how deadly those can be.
Yeah, he's trying to set up the last shot and go into the fourth quarter with some points. That's something that you really don't want to see.
4 seconds left. J.D. Taylor puts it up, cannot get it to go. So at the end of 3, it is 57-52. Our own Caleb Frady saw it unfold. Caleb Gilmer able to wipe out that 10-point deficit, and now they have a 5-point lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Gilmer really controlling the momentum here in this third quarter, and a good response there down at the half. Get down double digits and able to pull it all the way back and finally start to leverage some of that home crowd to your favor, shoot the basketball a little bit better, and Pickens struggling a little bit on the offensive end. So I think we're set up for a really good fourth quarter.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds, and when we come back, we will have quarter number 4. It is 57-52, Bobcats with the lead.
There's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. It is a 5-point advantage, as we mentioned, for the Bobcats. That hasn't really mattered a lot so far, though.
Yeah, you know, we mentioned that second quarter, the Dragons outscored the Bobcats by 10. Well, the third quarter, Bobcats outscored the Dragons by 12. So, as you said, taking ownership of the quarters here. So, who's going to step up on this fourth quarter? Good baseline drive. Moving the ball quick. Get it to the hot shooter, McVeigh. Coming back with a rebound. And he was scoreless in that third quarter.
McVeigh reintroducing himself to the crowd with that dunk.
So that's going to be on Ryder Wofford, his first foul. Parker Davis at the line.
Ryder Wofford goes over and asks for an explanation from the official, very politely.
Yep.
Do officials like that? Do they hate it?
I mean, they don't mind talking to you if you come with being respectful.
Even the players.
Yeah, I mean, they're there to help. When you come with the little attitudes when they kind of object.
Another rebound from McVeigh. 2 missed free throws. Both the Davis brothers back out there now. Starting 5. I tell you, I don't know how at some point you don't blow a whistle. There was a pretty blatant tug of the jersey and getting pretty physical. But I tell you what really hurts is that is called on Dodge Davis, and that is his 4th foul. Both of these coaches have lobbied the officials tonight.
Coach House, I think, was saying that was a late substitution, but he really was at the table, so they just didn't see him. But if I was in his position, I'd be saying the same thing.
Ryder Wofford lets it go from outside. McVeigh rebounds, puts it up. Nice little touch that time from the big guy. He gives him 23.
McVeigh was scoreless in the 3rd quarter, and they made that big run. So other people doing it.
Hayden Jones, tough move to the bucket. He's got 7, and he'll head to the line. It's going to be the 2nd on Ryder Wofford.
As we mentioned before, first region game. This is, this could have some big implications here. You always want to get that first one.
Hayden Jones, 3-point play, cuts the lead to 6. Jackson McVeigh thought about the 3, passed it off. Keegan Bryant, tough move, up and good. That gives him 11 on the night. Lanford, though, quick shot, just cannot. That was falling almost every time in the first half. Just can't get it to go lately. Cohen Davis left open from the corner, can't get it to go. Bryant, though, with the rebound, up and good.
And see, that right there is a backbreaker for the Dragons. They just, did not. I mean, they're letting them get the offensive rebounds, and that's something that you've got to take away.
Good tough defense that time. Davis shoots it from outside. The big guy keeping him in the game. That's 16 now for Davis. Triple teaming McVeigh that time. He's doing his best to pass it to an open guy, but Pickens defense playing tough. Bryant, another good look, up and good. Do you like the no call right there?
I don't know that they always get it right, so yeah.
Could have gone either way, but McCord Purdy finishes on the other end. Some of these score totals getting pretty high. That's 17 for Purdy. Cohen Davis, wild shot, a little out of control that time. Who have an injury down on the other end.
If I'm Coach Martin, I'm going to be just a little bit upset because you're supposed to let it get, you've got an injured player, you don't stop if it's in the flow, and you've got Lanford taking that shot. Fortunately, he missed it, but had he made that shot, it would not have counted. Of course, Parker Davis down there with some cramps. Shows how hard he's played tonight.
Coach Cable down there stretching him out. Coach Cable only been doing that about 40 years or so. That does not feel good, in case you're wondering.
I don't believe he got it all the way out.
So I would say we'll give him some Gatorade, but the time for Gatorade was yesterday. But, I mean, listen, he's earned every bit of that cramp in this game tonight. He has played tremendously well. 16 points, and he's going to have to take a seat, and that'll bring his brother back into the game with 4 fouls.
Exactly. So he better get that crowd worked out pretty quick.
Get some hydration over there. I tell you, that happened right in front of us. They missed that one.
Yeah, Coach Heiss just can't believe they didn't make that call. They got by with one right there.
Pickens pretty clearly slapped that one out, and they're going to get it back.
I really thought that might have been a foul. So same thing.
If they give it to Pickens, this place is going to erupt. Same official had to make the call.
Yeah, I'd rather get him out of bounds than have the foul on Becerra, but
I think Coach Heiss's frustration is the official that was standing right there didn't call it.
So he didn't call a foul, but he called him stepping on the out of bounds line. So
seemed like it came in pretty late too.
Yeah.
Well, that official had a rough couple possessions over here, but we'll try again.
I guess so.
67-60, the score after all that. These players, most of them have played the entire game. A few substitutions here and there, but a lot of minutes and a lot of points.
Yeah, cut off that baseline and don't let them go by.
Jackson McVeigh, right place, right time, 25 for the big fella. Sort of saved an ugly possession that time. McCord Purdy from outside just cannot get that one to fall.
As hot as he was in the first half, he's gone cold this half. He has only got 2 this half.
Certainly fatigue has to be a factor in that. Keegan Bryant going to be fouled, and that's going to be it for Davis.
Yep, kind of got him with his hip. So, you know, I think that one thing for Pickens is that they really wanted to push in transition, but they look like they're maybe just a little tired. They're not getting the offensive rebound. They're not getting that baseline cut off. You gotta, you know, if you're gonna push it, you gotta be able to still make those plays in the fourth quarter.
Dodge Davis, his night is finished, 9 points. Played very, very well. Keegan Bryant misses the second one, 16 points for him on the night. This Pickens offensive attack is just slowed down a little bit. Foul trouble part of it, but just not as hot as they were, and then missing some point blank ones as well.
See, those shots were falling in the first half, and they're just not falling this half.
Keegan Bryant dribbled into some trouble, found his way out. Wow, what a pass and a dunk from McVeigh. Little razzle-dazzle from the Bobcats.
And that's one thing that they've done really well tonight is find that trail person and get it to them.
Three-pointer, though, is answered on the other side by Lanford.
And you got Wofford down here on the, I don't know if he's got a cramp, but he's got something. Yeah, it's a cramp.
He went down right there in front of Coach Martin. So while they get that cramp worked out, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. 72-63, Bobcats trying to pull away.
Climatrol Air, heating and cooling, your trusted partner in comfort. Whether it's your home or business, we're here for you day and night. We proudly service all brands, ensuring your comfort is always a priority. Need a solution tailored to your needs? Our experts provide free estimates, guiding you every step of the way. Take advantage of our maintenance plans, keeping your system efficient and reliable year-round. At Climatrol, customer service and customer care, that's who we are.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So Ryder Wofford over there on the bench with that cramp. And the bucket is good before that, so it's 72-63. Keegan Bryant gets it out to Taylor. He lets it ride. No good. Cohen Davis, though, flies in for the rebound. That one is rejected, and it will be out of bounds. So if you put yourself in Jordan Heiss's shoes, you've got 3 minutes to maintain a 9-point lead. I want to play slow, and I want to play through 22.
Yeah, I mean, go through 22 for sure. But, you know, they have gone fast pace all night, and that's where they've gotten some open looks. And, you know, you don't want to slow them down to the point of where it gets them out of rhythm.
He must have been listening. He slows it down. You used to be able to play keep away in this situation. You can't do it, though, because of the shot clock. And so somebody's got to get off the shot in the next 3 seconds. And it's a really bad one off the shot clock, as a matter of fact. And so to your point, which is why you were a coach and I wasn't, when you slow it down and you change the pace, you get your offense out of sorts.
Well, I mean, they've been going fast all night long, and then you go slow and you just can't get those looks.
Davis going to be called for the travel. You can't do that when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Well, I think this game has been everything that we expected. I mean, it has been a really good game.
Yeah, it has been fantastic. Both of these teams, I think, Coach, are going to have great years.
And I tell you what, you love the effort. Both teams have gone so hard.
McVeigh throws it off the backboard and almost dunks it, just can't quite finish it. Man, this place would have absolutely erupted. Silly, silly foul over there. Bryant fouls Purdy behind the three-point line. And now Bryant's over there on the ground. Hope he's okay.
That'll be his 4th.
So now it looks like it's going to be the 3rd player to cramp up here in the last little bit.
So that's going to put Purdy at the line with 3 shots.
I mean, the one thing you just can't do in that situation.
Well, I mean, you know, Gilmer's got a 9-point lead. Dragons have not shot the ball really well in this second half. Yeah.
How about let's go back to that play. McVeigh's in trouble, just throws it off the backboard and nearly rocks the rim.
Yeah.
But couldn't quite finish it.
Yeah, the student section would have loved that. You know, shout out to these 2 student sections that have really come out tonight.
They haven't sat down a single time.
Nope. No.
So one of the notes in the post-game meeting with the teams will be, please hydrate before these games. But, I mean, you could not ask for more physically from these kids than you've gotten tonight.
I mean, they both teams have played with so much heart. I mean, you love to see when kids go out there and they play, give it everything they've got.
They put their bodies on the line, too. We've seen a lot of hard fouls. Just really, really leaving it all here as we see Purdy hitting that one.
You know this game means something when you see them come out and play as hard as they have.
Cooper Farmer into the game now to spell Bryant. We see Purdy miss that one. You look over at that Pickens student section, there's big Isaiah Williams. Kind of hard for him to hide if he does anything to get in trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he chooses to go to school.
19 points now for Purdy.
So the Dragons are going to have to come up with a couple of big stops here and scores.
Gilmer continuing to take the air out of it.
But if you're going to do that, you have got to score.
So finally a whistle blows. We're going to get Lanford there. That's going to be his 3rd. So timeout going to be taken by Coach Martin and the Dragons. 1:36 left. They trail by 7. We'll take a timeout with them. Be right back.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal him from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Gilmer in possession. After the timeout, though, it is stolen away by McCord Purdy. Pickens got to get a bucket, and they do. Bang, three-pointer from Lanford to give him 16. So the lead is trimmed down to 4. Gilmer can hold it, though, and get it to about 40 seconds if they use the shot clock. Do not want to turn it over, though, if you're the Cats. Wow, going to call an offensive foul on Jackson McVeigh. Wow. That's his first one, and that's what you could not have happen.
And see, that's the thing. You know, you've got a big lead. You try to slow it down, and that your kids have been going full blast all night, and so it just comes back sometimes.
And just like that, it is a 2-point lead. Another timeout going to be taken here.
So, you know, I don't want to, you know, coach or be critical of any coaches, but you've got that big lead, you slow it down. Now the momentum has shifted to the Dragons, and, you know, you're right here at the end of the game, less than a minute to go, and it's a 2-point game. So, you know, sometimes you go back and you think about it, and you think, man, is that what I should have done?
Yeah, so let's talk about the ebbs and the flows that we mentioned at halftime. So first quarter, all Bobcats. Jackson McVeigh, 16 points. Second quarter, all Dragons. You go into the half, you come out in the third quarter, Gilmer goes on a huge run. This fourth quarter, though, really the last couple of minutes, all Pickens, and I think it's to what you said, getting out of rhythm. And so now that big lead discussion is out the window. Now it's a 2-point game, so you got to get back into your offense. You think you go through 22 again to try to get an easy bucket and extend this lead.
Yeah, and they've just made a couple of mistakes that, you know, has been costly right here down the stretch. But you still got a 2-point lead if you're the Bobcats. You got the ball. Dragons coming out with a press here. Little full-court man-to-man.
Yeah, they show it and then sort of back into, as you mentioned, that man-to-man. Don't want to get your press broken, lead to an easy bucket.
So they've played zone all night until now. Changing it up a little bit.
McVeigh goes up, and they do get the foul. This place was going to be very upset if they didn't call it. McVeigh makes a good, strong move to the bucket. He'll head to the line.
See, I didn't hear the whistle, and I thought they were not going to call it.
It's going to be on Parker Davis.
All right, free throws are important right here.
Able to knock that one down. That's his 28th point of the night. 16 for Keegan Bryant. Leading scorers for this team, 11 for Ryder Wofford, 9 for J.D. Taylor. Second one goes up and in. That's 29 for the big guy. Coach Heiss wants to take a timeout. They will take a 60-second timeout. We will take it with them, 74-70 with 33 seconds left.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more than
who I am on paper.
So Coach Jordan Heiss there going over the plan with his team. 33 seconds and a 4-point lead. Coach, what's he telling them?
Don't foul. That's the biggest thing. You know, number one, don't foul. And number two, you want to protect the ball. I mean, shot clock's off and Pickens is down 2 possessions, so they're going to have to, you know, shoot. So you want to, you're going to have the opportunity to have the ball one more time, and you really want to protect it.
Yeah, so especially on a three-point shot, close out, but don't do what you did a minute ago, right?
Exactly.
Tell you what, this place has been a ball of energy all night. We've taken our headsets off a couple times and tried to talk, and you just can't. You gotta put them back on.
So they're going. Gilmer's coming with a little bit of pressure, just trying to eat up some clock.
So it'll be Purdy looking for an opening. Lanford lets it ride from outside, can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of McVeigh. You got a foul here at some point. And so they do get the foul. Purdy will foul Keegan Bryant.
And you got Parker Davis in there trying to foul too, and you don't want him to foul. That's only the second for Purdy.
So I believe this is 1-1.
There's no 1-1 anymore.
Okay, you're
it's
right.
a
I'm sorry.
two-shot.
They did change that with the bonus. Misses the first one, though. Missed both of them.
So if you're Pickens, you got to score quick.
Wow, so they're going to get McVeigh with the foul. Oh, no, they're going to get Bryant. Excuse me, and that'll be 5 on him. That's the end of his night.
I really think it was Becerra, but they called it on Bryant, so.
McVeigh got all ball, but either Bryant or Becerra got him with the body. So Ryder Wofford back into the game, still limping just a little bit. We hear the folks behind us, do not foul, do not foul. Purdy now with 20 on the night, adding to his total. Career night for that guy. Misses the second one. McVeigh going to head to the line. That'll be Davis with the foul.
So it's still 1 possession, but if you made that second free throw, it would have, you know, made it a 2-point game.
He called that foul on Purdy somehow. I don't know how in the world he got that, but that's who he called it on. He was nowhere near the play. McVeigh knocks that one down.
That's pretty much going to ice it right there.
So timeout taken on the floor. So let's stay here for this last one. Coach Martin visibly frustrated over there. I think that's the first time we've seen that from him. And so it's still a 4-point game with 10 seconds left. So he's telling his team, hey, let's, you know, get a couple buckets, get a steal, do something. If you're Gilmer, you're just saying, do not make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
I think go ahead, Coach.
Well, I mean, you know, you don't want to put them on the line. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Don't put them foul line and just protect the ball. You know, you got a 4-point lead, so they've got to score twice. So just kind of stay calm, relax, be smart.
Yeah. You know, I think both of these teams, when they go back and watch this game, will see moments where they could have seized this game and taken it. You know, Gilmer will feel like they should have won it by more. Pickens will feel like they could have won it. And it was just really, really back and forth. There were mistakes that were made, but this has been such a well-played game.
I hope both of them look at it and think about and see all the positive that came out of it. Because this was a good basketball game.
Lanford lets it fly from outside, no good. And that will do it for the game. Final score, 76-71. Gilmer able to hang on after Pickens makes a couple really, really big runs, and I tell you what, this was an absolutely entertaining, fun game to watch and be a part of. And Coach, you and I were talking off air. I don't know that there are two teams a lot better than these in this region, maybe anywhere in the state.
You know, I'm going to tell you what, we may see these two in the region championship game. That's two very good basketball teams right there. Seeing the handshakes.
So I think our own Caleb Frady is back down there. Do we have you, Caleb, ready to help us put a bow on this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Caleb, fourth quarter goes the way of the Bobcats, but as Coach and I were saying a minute ago, both of these teams will have to be happy with the chances they had to win in this game and how they played.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think either team, win or lose, based off how it was played, how tight it was, all the way to the final seconds, can be disappointed here. You know, Coach Martin getting his first taste of the rivalry. Coach Heist got to be excited about getting a region win for his guys. But, you know, blow for blow, these two teams traded points, traded the lead back and forth. Ended up being a really, really good ball game there. Both teams got down, fought back. Gilmer down there at halftime, down in the second half, able to come back from a double-digit deficit. So I think both teams are going to be really excited about the way they played tonight, what they can do offensively, defensively, the transition game. Nice for both teams, particularly Pickens. And so I'm excited to see these two teams as we go through our season, just our second ETC basketball game of the year in terms of matchups here. So I'm excited to see these two teams as we go through. And you guys are right. When you Gilmer coming in, probably one of the better teams in this region, I think Pickens is going to make some noise too.
Yeah, absolutely. Caleb, thanks for being with us and talking to the coaches and just adding to this broadcast now. We're going to have our different things we do this year, and we appreciate you leading the way and providing the professionalism that you always bring to this broadcast.
Well, excited for Saturday, Hall of Fame Day here in LJ, Gilmer and Fannin, and excited to get to speak with those coaches as well. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you then. So, Coach, let's wrap it up. I think the one thing that we saw, if you're a Dragons fan, that you'd like to see is that shooting. You know, it went very cold, and especially in that third quarter, and so you'd like to see that improve. But you have to love, even in defeat, the effort and the tenacity, even in foul trouble a couple times, that you got from this Dragons team.
Oh, exactly. And, you know, the thing about it is they went cold in the third quarter, but you got to remember shutting down any inside game. So you're not going to always have to face that.
Yeah, Bob Martin, welcome to North Georgia, did a great job coaching in this game and managed it well, I feel like. So for Gilmer, you know, you take a deep breath. You dodged a big bullet there. You have a region win in a season when you have high expectations. Look, you look up and down this score sheet. Keegan Bryant, 16 points, 11 for Wofford, 9 for Taylor, 31 for Jackson McVeigh.
Yeah.
And so the weapons are there, but you're going to have to take everybody's best shot every night.
Exactly, yeah, and find different ways to score.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for being part of the broadcast. As Caleb mentioned, we'll be right back here Saturday, Hall of Fame night. Our own Dell Land will be here to MC the ceremony. We're looking forward to that, so we hope that you will be a part of it. Thank you so much.
It's a 3 o'clock start, so
yes.
we need to make that aware.
3 o'clock for the girls' game and 4:30 for the boys. So, you know, you can sleep a little bit late, but make sure that you are with us for that. Thanks so much once again for being part of this broadcast. We look forward to seeing you Saturday. Have a great week, and join us as we continue with our basketball coverage here on ETC.
Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge has over 170 new Chevrolets on their way. Silverado, Equinox, Colorado, and more. Secure your new vehicle before it's gone. Now is the time to buy. For North Georgia's best truck inventory, there's only one name you need to know. Bill Holt Chevrolet in Blue Ridge.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for